I found a match in the pouring rain, a spark of fire, a little insane. The clouds are screaming, but I scream louder. This world's a fuse, and I'm the powder. Step back, hold tight, it's gonna ignite. We're gonna break the sky tonight. Crash the stars, steal the light. Don't need wings, we'll take the high. We're gonna break the sky tonight. Tearing holes in a paper moon, kicking shadows out of the room. Every heart beats a battle drum. We're not stopping till the end has come. We're gonna break the sky tonight. Crash the stars, steal the light. Don't need wings, we'll take the high. We're gonna break the sky tonight. No chains, no rules, no ceiling to fall. We're the wrecking crew. We'll take it all, throw your doubts, let them burn. We're the fire, it's our turn. We're gonna break the sky tonight. Crash the stars, steal the light. Don't need wings, we'll take the high. We're gonna break the sky tonight. We're gonna break the sky tonight. Crash the stars, steal the light. Don't need wings, we'll take the high. We're gonna break the I found a match in the pouring rain, a spark of fire, a little insane. The clouds are screaming, but I scream louder. This world's a fuse, and I'm the powder. Step back, hold tight, it's gonna ignite. We're gonna break the sky tonight. wrecking crew. We'll take it all, throw your doubts, let them burn. We're the fire, it's our turn. We're gonna break the sky tonight. Crash the stars, steal the light. Don't need wings, we'll take the height. We're gonna break the sky and ignite. We're gonna break the sky tonight. Crash the stars, steal the light. Don't need wings, we'll take the height. We're gonna break the sky and Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike, we'll meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike, we'll meet them there, under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike, we'll meet them there, under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there under the stadium lights. Fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there under the stadium lights. Fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks!
How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay. Don't mind Orville. He's just trying to turn away any Tampa Bay audience that I'm trying to get today. As the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Tampa Bay Rays in the conclusion of this 3-game series, the Reds just keep on winning. 16-8 on the season, just one of the best teams in all of baseball. Taking on a Rays team that was pretty hot prior to, of course, playing the Pirates, losing 2-3 against Pittsburgh, and then, of course, getting swept at home. So we'll see what happens during this game. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we have a great one today, as the 3D will eventually work. You know how it goes. Sometimes it's 1 or 2 or 3 times or whatnot. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. Good to see you, Scott, Brian, Birdwatcher. How's it going? Go Reds, O's. Royals might still be on with this one. Gotcha. If that is still on, then I will redirect to you. Appreciate you, man. Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll be redirecting to you then. I got to pay it back. I haven't been able to. We're always on at the same time. We're ending at the same time. It's always a bummer. So, yes, BW will be redirecting to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Torville, again, thank you very much for tuning in. Daniel, thank you again for always tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Let's see, who else do we got here in the chat? I know we saw George, RB. Thank you guys so much. Man, we were chatting a lot there. Russell, thank you for tuning in as well. D. Hickey, appreciate you, man. Again, covered these teams a lot in recent times. I like mine as well. Get another one in here. Again, the Rays 12-11. They are sending out Nick Martinez to face his former ball club. 0-1 record, 2.45 ERA, whip of a 1.27. Has got 14 strikeouts in 22 innings pitched. And he will be facing T.J. Friedl to get us underway in Tampa Bay. T.J. Friedl batting 157, OPS 444, no homers and 4 RBIs. The pitch, that is just outside, ball 1, and we're underway at the Trop. It's good to see baseball back at the Trop, even though not many people have ever said that phrase in their entire life. I mean, it's just not really a common phrase. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be sent to left, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Friedl's on to lead off the top of the first. Smash likes again. Appreciate you, Orville. Thank you guys all for tuning in today. Again, we'll have more coverage tonight with the Penguins and the Flyers. Probably going to go down 3-0. Batting second for the Reds, Matt McLean, batting 198, OPS of 586, no homers and 4 RBIs on the season. As Martinez delivers, that's going to be sent to right, but it's right at the right fielder who makes the catch for out number 1. That is Valade, Ryan Valade, out there patrolling right. Karma, good to see ya. Hopefully all is well. I know you're streaming on Twitch right now, so good luck with the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Batting third for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz, batting 276, OPS of 914, 8 homers and 18 RBIs. Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. And that's going to be a check swing, made contact, as it's going to be 0-1. Reds on fire. They are just, the Reds have been ripping through everybody. I mean, this is ridiculous. 16-8. No one would have expected this start to the year. Had 5 RBIs last night there for De La Cruz. Also had 2 homers. Sean Bunt pulls back. It's in there anyway for a called strike, and it's 0-2. So 0-2 count to Ellie De La Cruz. Thank you, too. Appreciate you, Karma. Good luck. Good luck. Again, man on at first with 1 out. Martinez checks on the runner as Martinez sets, kicks, and deals. That's a ground ball to second. Possible double play. There's one. Throw to first. He's safe. Of course, the speedy De La Cruz running it out. So they get the leading runner there, but of course, now you have De La Cruz on base. Now they are going to check it. Yeah, he beat it. Tie goes to the runner. I don't know if they have, I'm assuming they're good. So Sal Stewart at the plate, batting 299, OPS of 1026, 8 homers and 24 RBIs. He has had a great start to the year. Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. That's a chopper. And that's going to roll foul. A little tapper is really more of the correct description there. 0-1 count to Sal Stewart. Again, a tremendous start to the year. OPS north of 1,000. Jeez, Cruz is too fast. He's got so much potential. He is definitely a superstar in the making. 0-1 count to the powerful Sal Stewart as Martinez sets. Looks back again. Kicks and delivers. That's a foul ball off his foot. And it's 0-2 to Stewart. 24 RBIs. It's tied for the MLB lead, apparently. I did not know that. That's very impressive. Martinez sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. And it's once again 0-2. Hopefully the 3D is looking good for you guys. Have it somewhat centered, I would say. Yeah, well, that's pretty good. The 0-2, and that's once again fouled back. And we'll do this again. 92 on the fastball. Martinez not exactly a flamethrower, but has had good statistics nevertheless. Most RBIs before May. This is rookie since 1901. He is fourth all time. Jose Abreu had 32 at this point. And looks like Stewart's going to ask for time very late. And I don't even know if he said anything, but I guess they granted it to him. Once again, an 0-2 count. Runner on first, 2 outs. 0-0, of course, is your score. Martinez sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball below the zone. All right, we head to the bottom of the first. Your score in Tampa Bay, 0-0. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. I do appreciate it. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. It's a chat-friendly channel, just getting started in this one. Got some other games happening. We'll go over scores at the end of every inning. It's kind of what we do. But yeah, thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. Hopefully the crowd noise sounds pretty good. Hopefully the visuals are looking all right for you guys. Again, the Reds 16-8. They just, I mean, it's unbelievable. That's a great start. Man. Making the Pirates, again, I'm pretty happy with our start, but of course, you know, we're in last. We're 13-10 in last place. That is unbelievable stuff. Pitching for the Pirates have Braxton Ashcraft on the mound tonight, and I am, of course, not going to be able to cover it. I missed the Pirates already. Looking forward to covering them Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and of course Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Pirates have a tough series with the Brewers, of course, after this Rangers series. I didn't realize the Rangers were fifth in all of baseball in least, I guess, allowed runs, I should say, points allowed. Only 83 runs allowed at this point, so they're pretty good. And, of course, the Brewers. Then we have the Cardinals, and then once again the Reds. The Reds come to town beginning of May. So I'll be seeing you Reds fans, or any Reds fans, I'll see you guys very soon. Very soon, a lot closer than you think. Brandon Williamson, Brandon Williamson, the starter for the Reds, 2-1 record, 4.35 ERA, whip of a 1.35, 12 strikeouts in 20 innings, as that's a swing and a miss, strike one, and we're underway in the bottom of the first. Yandy Diaz at the plate, batting .322, OPS of .891, 3 homers and 17 RBIs as Williamson delivers. That is outside, but it's called a strike, and it's very quickly 0-2. Pretty brutal stretch. Yeah, no, for sure. The Pirates have a tough one, as that's going to be fouled back, and it remains 0-2. But you're stoked for the draft in Pittsburgh. I mean, I don't live in Pittsburgh. It doesn't really impact me at all, but it's pretty cool. I just hope that means the Steelers will do something exciting, as that's going to be a foul ball, and we'll do this again. 0-2, a sweeper inside. Just protecting the plate there. But yeah, Becky, definitely ready for it. Of course, I know you're ready for the Brewers-Pirates series. Here's the 0-2. That is outside 1-2. Or unless, I can't, or are you a Cubs? I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. So many people now. I'm starting to lose it. I want to say Brewers, though. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the problem now. I guess it's one. That's one thing. I remember having this conversation a long time ago. The more the channel grows, the more people. And now you have to, you don't have to. But, I mean, I genuinely do want to keep up with how, everybody in their sports teams and all that. But, so many people. As that's going to be in there for a called strike to Jonathan Aranda, batting .229, OPS of 778, 4 homers, 19 RBIs. Brewers, yeah. I don't know why. I just, for some reason, lost confidence. I knew that, but I don't know. Anyway, 0-2 to Aranda. But, yeah, a lot of people. Means you're going to have to, again, just keep up with, a lot of different teams, people that like, certain teams and all that. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside 1-2. Freed takes the bump for the Yankees tonight. What are y'all now? 13-10, 14-9? Guys, if we'll turn it around a little bit. Here's the 1-2. That is called strike 3 in the outside corner. He struck him out. He's just standing there. He couldn't believe it. So back-to-back strikeouts for Williamson. Aranda just couldn't believe it. Thought about it. He was just holding. He's like, no. I think it was a good pitch. Junior Caminero at the plate, batting .261, OPS of 806, 5 homers and 10 RBIs. The pitch, that is outside, ball 1. Well, Doc, at least you don't have to suffer through a Phillies game today. Well, I mean, yeah, it was a pleasure to call last night for sure. As here's the 1-0. That's a chopper foul, and it's 1-1. I mean, I didn't mind it at all. It's just unfortunate that you guys lost, for you, of course. Yeah. Decent turnout last night. Here's the 1-1. That is going to be download 2-1. Total views-wise, did pretty good. As far as concurrent, about 150. Yeah, maybe 120, 130. But yeah, it was pretty good. 2-1 count. The pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that will go back behind home plate. And it's 2-2. Caminero hitting fastballs very well. 317 off speed pitches, 333, but breaking balls only 179. Clearly having some trouble with the breaking ball. Count is 2-2 as Williamson kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. And this may stay in play. Stewart on the run and makes the catch next to the Rays dugout for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Rays. And we head to the top of the second. Your score 0-0 in Tampa Bay. Hit the strike zone today. A lot of people last night. Yeah, no. I mean, for a non-Pirate stream, I'll take it, man. That was really good. That was really fun. All right, currently happening, the Marlins leading the Cardinals 3-0, and then the Astros leading the Indians 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. And that is all we have across Major League Baseball. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in to this one. I know we have competition out there, so I appreciate you guys letting me call the game for you. Letting the smaller channel call a game for you. Hopefully, again, I can, make it a enjoyable broadcast. And again, as mentioned, there's only a few other games happening right now. So, yeah. But again, if you do like what you're listening to, oh my gosh, I'm looking bald. I noticed that a few days ago. It's like, oh man, I guess I'm stressed out. Oh well. But anyway, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to leave a like and, of course, under the channel. It is free. as can be. But yeah, and of course, feel free to chat down below. I try to get to the chat as often as I can. Chat will forever and always be a big part of the channel. Of course, again, I know why you're here. You're here for the game. And that, of course, will never go away. I always do play-by-play. But, of course, you want to chat away? Hey, this is a place for sports fans. Sports fans, real sports fans, to talk sports with one another. And, of course, I mean, for the most part, everyone's respectful as is. But, and if you're not, I will take care of it. I promise. I promise. But, again, I'll be back tonight for some hockey. We're going to give the Penguins a go again. Penguins-Flyers. Penguins down 0-2. Unbelievable. And, of course, tomorrow we got the Brewers and the Tigers. And then the NFL draft. And then, of course, back to our scheduled Pirates games. As Martinez delivers, that's a foul ball off the catcher. And it's 0-1. This is Eugenio Suarez batting .241. OPS of .692. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. 0-1 count as Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2. He sends a Pirates comeback tonight. Well, I hope so. I hope. 0-2 count as Martinez is rocking. He sets, kicks, and fires. That is in the dirt. And it's 1-2. And if you're just tuning in, 0-0 your score here in Tampa Bay. Early game, of course. As here's the 1-2. That's a chopper foul. Just getting a piece of it. And we'll do it again. That was a changeup. Ricky, good to see you. Pulling for the Reds. 1-2 count. Martinez is rocking again. That's kind of what he does and delivers. And that's going to be sent to shallow left center on the run. And making the catch is DeLuca for out number 1. Kind of got him on the inside part of the bat. So 1 down here. That'll bring up Nathaniel Lau. He's batting .231, OPS of .679, no homers and 5 RBIs. I think it's time to let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. I agree. I do agree. Though, I do know there's a lot of older fans that don't agree with that. Here's the pitch that is in there for a called strike, and it's on. I do think it's important to ask people that were, living during that time, because they kind of knew all the facts, during that time. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-2. Or, of course, there might not have been enough information back then as well. Maybe not covered as much as it were today. So there's always that factor. But I agree. But I know some other people might not. Question, Doc, will you cover the Derby in the All-Star game? Probably, Brian. We'll see. Good to see you, DJ. Welcome on in. Here's the 0-2. That is inside, 1-2. 89 on the cutter. Just missing. Nice pitch. Martinez with the Reds was 21-21, 3.83 ERA, a whip of a 1.12. It's really solid with the Reds. Here's the 1-2. That is inside. Just missing by a few inches. 2-2 is the count. But yes, I did it last year. I didn't do the Derby, but I think I'm going to do the Derby this year because mine as well. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be sent to left field. Under it is Simpson, who makes the catch for out number 2. So Lau goes down, and that's going to bring up Spencer Steer. Batting .216, OPS of .721, 4 homers, 6 RBIs. Ricky definitely agrees. Brian agrees. So this might be a chat. Well, of course it's a Reds game, of course. But, you guys are neutral parties other than Ricky. I don't know, timestamp. I actually don't know what your teams are. I don't know if I recall that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Of course, appreciate your timestamp for being. You've been here for a while now. Been here on the channel. So thank you very much for that. 0-1 counts. Martinez sets, kicks, and deals. That's ripped, and that is just foul. Looking at a double there, but it's all for naught. 0-2. So 0-2 count to Spencer Steer. And Nick Martinez on the the mound today, facing his former team. As Martinez is rocking, kicks and delivers. That's a chopper to third, handled by Caminero, throws to first, gets him by a step for out number 3. All right, we go to the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 your score in Tampa Bay. Get to see the replay here. Again, I think this is such a cool feature. Look at that. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you do like what you're listening to, make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free as can be. It really is. It won't cost you a dime. $0, 0 cents, no fees, no nothing. No fees, no shipping and handling. Of course, again, if you're a Reds fan, I'll probably be covering you guys, every now and then, of course, with the Pirates, but also, again, random games like today. I tend to feature more of the NL Central and the NL West. Well, lately, I guess it's more than the NL East, but that's usually what I do historically. We'll see if that continues. But again, usually favor the NL. I usually don't cover just straight up AL games. Usually there's an NL team involved. And then, of course, for Tampa Bay, my appeal to you guys, I'm not really going to lie to you. Now, I will be honest. I didn't think I'd cover Tampa Bay after the Pittsburgh game, but here we are. Of course, we did have a good turnout with the Tampa Bay series, so it is kind of a thank you to that. But, yeah, it just kind of worked out. I looked at the games available today, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Tampa Bay had a nice turnout. I really appreciate the support from the Rays fans. You guys are pretty cool. And, of course, again, the Reds have given me nice turnouts as well when I covered you guys with the Pirates and the Marlins. Covered 2 games there, so thank you for that. But, yeah, for the Rays, again, if you're a Buccaneer fan or a football fan, that is my appeal to you. Or just a straight-up baseball fan. Again, I cover a lot. So that is my pitch to the Tampa Bay Rays. Again, I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to cover a lot of Rays. This might be it. This might be the last one. I don't know. But, again, if you are just a strict, just a baseball fan or, of course, love the NFL, we cover everybody in the NFL at least once. So make sure to sub it up there. Leading up for the Rays, going to be Ryan Vilade, batting .231, OPS of .594, no homers and 2 RBIs on the season. The pitch, that is way outside for ball 1. He bet on baseball as a manager, but a lot of people like Bonds, who cheated by taking PEDs. Both are bad, but I think betting is a little less than PEDs. Gotcha. Here's the 1-0. That is outside 2-0. Yeah. No, I kind of gotcha. I kind of agree there. The 2. Whoa, that's going to be sliced foul, and it's 2-1. He always bet on the Reds, not against, so he just wanted to do everything to help the team win after their games. No, again, I agree. Yeah, I mean, if you're betting on your team, yeah. If you're betting against your team, that's a little suspect. The 2-1, that is in there for a called strike. Actually, let's just leave out the little. That is suspect, and yeah. But you're betting on your team to win? I don't know. I mean, I don't see how that's a problem. Unless, of course, it's implying that it's scripted. Here's the 2-2. That is upstairs 3-2. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe baseball's been scripted the entire time, and Pete Rose was like, you know what? No, I want to win. The 3-2 from Williamson. That's going to be sent to right. That is, of course, a foul ball. 2 up is Johnny DeLuca. Three and 2 counts. Williamson kicks and fires. That's going to be sent back, and that's once again a foul ball. Curveball, changeup, sinker, cutter, sinker, sinker, sinker. Just spamming the sinker at this at-bat. 3 and 2 counts. The pitch. That is upstairs. Ball 4 was high and in. So Vilade gets the first base runner for the Rays. That'll bring up Johnny DeLuca, batting .298, OPS of .838, 2 homers and 13 RBIs. MLB, I feel like, never liked Pete. I mean, maybe. Walk rate for Williamson this year, 14%. The MLB average, 8%. That is not ideal if you're Williamson, as that's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Center fielder Johnny DeLuca at the plate again. A runner on first, nobody out. If you're just tuning in, 0-0 your score here in Tampa Bay. 1-0 counts. DeLuca awaits the 1-0. That is outside 2-0. Williamson having a little bit of trouble here in the the second inning. No count. Williamson sets, looks over at the base runner, looks over again and delivers. That's going to be sent to left. That one is going to be a foul ball. That was sent pretty well, given a good ride. Just a little bit down front. Two and one count. Williamson sets. Looks over at first. And delivers. That is outside ball 3. So Williamson, a little bit of danger here. Again, walk the leadoff batter. 3-1 count. Williamson sets and fires. That's going to be fouled back, and the count is now full, 3-2. Of course, we have a poll. Let me know down below who you think's winning today. 79% of you guys with the Reds. Man, pretty one-sided there. 3-1 counts. Williamson sets and is actually going to throw over, but Valade is there, safe and sound. Of course, you can let me know down below specifically in the comments section or the chat who you got winning, score-wise or whatnot. Again, feel free to chat down below, talk about the game or whatever, as far as it's mostly sports related here. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks for the Rays to start off the bottom of the second inning. That's going to bring up Ben Williamson. He's batting .241, OPS of .637. No homers and 7 RBIs on the season. So the Rays kind of threatening. See if it leads to anything. So Williamson versus Williamson. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. 93 on the sinker. Hit the like button. It's free. It is. We're at 33 likes. Appreciate you guys. 0-1 count. Williamson looks back and fires. That's going to be sent to right center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Valade. He's going to score as the Rays now lead 1-0. And now there are runners on the corners with still nobody out. Looks like Mugg is pulling for the Rays. And what timing, Mugg, to put the Rays down to the chat, as the Rays have just taken the lead. And again, Chandler Simpson coming to the plate, and he has, of course, had a very nice start to the year. The speedy Simpson is batting .323, OPS of .717, no homers, and 4 RBIs. Reds, and I'll say at least 5 runs. By 5, or they score 5. So mound visit is concluding. You're checking on Williamson again. Walk, single. And, of course, the single led to the run. So the runners will take their lead. Simpson a lefty, so lefty on lefty here. Advantage goes to the pitcher, but Simpson again, third in the AL in batting average. He has had a nice start. The pitch showing, but it's down, and it's going to roll foul. We'll have to do it again. Would have scored the run. Score 5. Gotcha. Did Elliot De La Cruz hit in the first inning or not? He got on via fielder's choice, so he did not get a hit. So yeah, Ellie is 0 for 1. 0-1 count to Simpson. Not Homer Simpson, not Bart Simpson. Chandler Simpson. You'd like 14 runs, but I'll be conservative. Gotcha. 5 runs is still a lot of runs. 0-1 count. Williamson throws over, checks on the runner. But he's back safe and sound. Simpson, of course, at the plate. I'll chill out with the Simpson talk here. 0-1 counts. Williamson will set. Looks over. and delivers. That's inside, almost hit him. And it's 1-1 Simpson. And a spin out of the box. Here's the 1-1, and Simpson gets under it and sends it to shallow right. On the run is Benson, who makes the catch. Oh, he's going to tag up anyway. Throw to the plate. It's way offline. And somehow the Rays score. And that was probably one of the most shallow sacrifice flies you'll ever see. I don't know if it'll really do it justice here. I mean, that was just outside the diamond. You can kind of see it to the throw. Just way offline, actually hit the runner. Unbelievable, as the Rays now lead 2-0. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I mean, he would have scored anyway if the throw was, I don't know, that's just crazy. Anyway, here's the pitch that is in there for a called strike. And it's 0-1 to Nick Fortes, batting .305, OPS of .773, 1 homer and 7 RBIs on the season. How's it going, Brandon? Welcome on in. Williamson looks back and delivers. That's going to be hit to left. That is a foul ball. That one was hit very well. But it's just a souvenir, and it's not the home run kind. Wonder who has the most runs scored early in the season. I could check for you in between, I'm sure. The 0-2. That is way inside. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. So Fortes on an 0-2 pitch is hit in the foot. And Williamson again just so wild. So Rays will have runners at first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up Taylor Walls, batting .200. OPS of .487, no homers and 7 RBIs. Most nuns? Is that what in the world? Williamson looks back and delivers. That is a tapper right in front. Oh, possible double play. There's one. And he is safe at first. Walls tried to hold up on his swing, but made contact right back to the pitcher. Somehow, again, he beats it out. So that'll flip the lineup over, and that'll bring up Yandy Diaz, pardon me, who's 0 for 1 with a strike. Again, Brandon, try not to do caps. Caps are like I just can't stand it at this point. I'm old. I guess I'm a boomer. I just hate how it looks. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I cannot stand caps. Yep, I just don't do it. And again, Brandon, I check the score at least once an inning. 0-1 counts. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Williamson sets. Kicks and delivers. That's a ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. It's 3-0. Looks like we're going to have runners on the corners. As again, 3-0. The Buccaneers leading the Bengals by a field goal. And looking for some more. And that'll bring up Jonathan Aranda. Again, struck out in his first appearance. Man, that's just unlucky again. Him normally where a second baseman would be, but they're playing again, I guess, playing straight up. Or you had the second baseman straight up the middle, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Most runs I'd have probably to say Reds, Yankees, Brewers, maybe Pirates. I don't think the Pirates are there. Maybe, I don't know. 0-1 counts. Williamson sets, kicks, and delivers. That is upstairs, and it's 1-1. 89 on the cutter. Andy Diaz batting .500 this year with runners in scoring position. That is insanely amazing. The 1-1, that is inside, 2-1 to Aranda, as Williamson again has just had a rough start to this ball game. The 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. I thought you said nuns. Well, if I did, I'm sorry. I mean, definitely that's not what I meant. Pretty sure I said runs. I mean, if I said nuns, I said nuns, I guess. Oh well. It is what it is. 2-2 count. 2 men on, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out as Aranda breaks his bat. But the Rays push across 3 runs as we head to the top of the third. Rays leading 3-0. Now I'm just kind of curious on the runs thing, not the nuns. 114 by the Yankees, 117 by the Twins. Wow. 119 by the Angels, 135 by the Astros, 136 by the Nationals. So I guess it would be the Nationals. The Astros have the most runs scored, but they have 150 allowed. No, pardon me, it's the Nationals. They have 147. So the Astros and the Nationals, most runs scored, but they have the worst pitching. Marlins leading the Cardinals 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th, and then we have the Astros leading the Indians 2-0 in the top third, and that is it. There's really nothing else happening around Major League Baseball. I think the Penguins win tonight. They beat the Flyers in 7. I hope so. Oh man, I myself very worried about that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I genuinely, yeah. If we lose tonight, it's over. It's a GG's. Let's see. Reds might have to go to the bullpen. Yeah, I think so. Ricky pulling for the Reds here. That's a good score, but we got to beat Kutch. Yeah, yeah, we got to beat Kutch, of course. We'll see. Would like to, again, the goal on this road trip for the Pirates should be 3-3. Obviously, losing the first game of the road trip is not a good sign, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Still 5 more games on the trip. We'll see how they do. Nationals, I see. Yeah, I know. That's a surprise. I did not see that. I did not see that. All right, we're back in action here in the top of the third. Martinez is rocking. He's kicking and dealing. That's going to be in there for a called strike. This is Will Benson. He's batting .188, OPS of .614, no homers and an RBI on the season. As Martinez delivers, that's going to be hit right to the first baseman, and he's going to beat Benson into the bag for out number 1. Good play by Aranda. And that'll bring up P.J. Higgins, batting .250, OPS of .583, no homers and no RBIs on the season. And Martinez facing his former team. I'm sure there's, I don't know if there's resentment or anything, but there's always something when you want to, you play your former team. As here's the pitch. That is upstairs, ball 1. And I can actually speak from personal experience way back in the youth level. I'm just saying, I actually did play a former team. For some reason, I was moved in the middle of the season because I was too OP. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a call strike. This was soccer, 6th grade soccer. Just moved to the town where I currently live in. And I signed up late for soccer, so they just kind of put me on a team. 1-1 counts here as Martinez delivers. That's going to be inside 2-1. So, yeah, we were really good, I guess. And they thought, okay, well, the power imbalance isn't right. So, again, I was on a blue team. Then I got moved to an orange team. The orange team was the worst team in the league. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be sent to... Oh, the second baseman makes a leaping catch for out number 2. Nice play by Williamson for out number 2. That'll bring up TJ Friedel, who singled. But anywho, so yeah, I was on the blue team, and we played the orange team early in the year, won 5-0. So then I moved to the orange team, And, you know, again, to kind of balance it out because, you know, they were the worst team. And, yeah, believe it or not, the Orange team, we won 3-0. So that was an 8-goal swing, as that's going to be cranked to right. Looks pretty high at the wall, leaping, makes the catch at the wall for out to number 3. Martinez loves it. Friedel can't believe it. Wouldn't have been a home run. It would have been high off the wall, but the center fielder DeLuca was also high off the wall. Outstanding play. We head to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Tampa Bay over Cincinnati. Oh, man, that you got to feel for Friedel. He's definitely had a rough stretch, or rough start to the year. But, yeah, definitely felt really good after that to play the former team and win. That's 12-year-old me. Oh, and look what I do now. Look how big I am. Nationals, yeah, again, the Astros. Nationals put up the Braves. Yeah, that's kind of shocking. The Braves have been really good. I knew the Braves would be really good this year, but I didn't think they'd be off to, like, you know, again, like, really. But it's still early. Still, you know, don't know where anyone is really going to finish. But obviously, if you're starting off low, you got to like it. You got to like it. Of course, again, the Reds, they have started off as good as anybody. Let's see here. 16-8 at the, I guess it's tied for the third best record in all of baseball. Technically second, but third, because Padres, Dodgers take up 2 spots, so they're first, and then the Reds are tied with the Braves. There you go, got the players coming back into frame there. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. What a catch. Again, it was a great catch. Yeah, I bet you did. I know you're not a fan of Trevor. Yeah, no, he definitely, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, everyone should know he's obviously washed. I guess that's my problem with it, is like, we already know he's not going back to the MLB. He's definitely not. And I do disagree with, like I don't know. I need to do more research on it, but, you know, people are saying that he's blackballed. He was at the beginning. Now he's just flat out not good anymore. You know, of course, again, when you're away from the MLB, that's just what's going to happen. That's going to be in the dirt, 1-0. This is Junior Caminero at the plate, 0 for 1 in this one. But yeah, here's the 1-0. That's going to be chopped foul, and it's 1-1. But yeah, I mean. But yeah, he just doesn't really, he's just not good anymore. But definitely a big name, of course. Definitely going to be a pool wherever he goes. Wherever, you know, I don't know, the Long Island Ducks, wherever they travel in their away games will help as well, wherever they're going. I don't know much about that baseball league. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be sent to right center at the wall. That one is out of here. It is gone. Junior Caminero, his 6th homer of the season, as the Rays lead 4-0 over the Reds. Mr. Delay, you bad luck, bro. I always lose with your streams. Thanks for covering the game, though. Sorry, man. Appreciate your project. Oh, jeez. I am sorry. I hate to be, whenever I'm covering a game, and it seems to be, I seem to be bad luck for some people. Cubs are 8-2 in the last 10. Yeah, no, again, the NL Central is just, everyone's doing well. The pitch, that is inside ball 1. So I want to know to Valade, who walked in his first appearance. Let's just say the Bauer has hired Lionel Hutz to suit JG9. There we go. I'd love to see that prompt. That's going to be pretty funny. As that's a foul ball, 1-1. Lionel Hutz is the go. He's the GOAT. Lionel Hutz is so funny. I love the tie thing. What color tie am I wearing? Turns around, and then Apu, you know, describes it perfectly. So that's going to be high and in ball 2. And it's like, oh, I am I? Is that what you think? Because I got something to tell you. Something that will shock you. And then, of course, he turns around, takes off the tie clearly. He said, I'm not wearing a tie at all. And everyone's like, oh, my gosh. I mean, it's the stupidest thing in the world. Outside 3-1 here to Valade. That's great. He's such a great character. 3-1 count. Williamson kicks in, fires. That's a ground ball to third. Diving attempt, but he couldn't get there. Past the diving Suarez. Valade's going to hold up at first. Looks like Suarez now taking off his glove, so I don't know what's going on there. But that is a single for the Rays. You picked them on? Yeah, I picked the Cubs to win the NL Central. That'll bring up Johnny DeLuca. He walked in his first appearance. Again, runner on first, nobody out. Williamson sets, looks back at first and delivers. That is upstairs, throw to first, and he is safe. That was a close play. Very close. Blade flirting with danger. One and no count. Williamson looks over and delivers. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Seems like Suarez is fine. Again, he dove and then took off his glove. I'm assuming he's fine. I don't know what happened over there. As soon as, of course, I hear anything, I'll be sure to get that information along to you guys. Ground ball to short. Ellie tosses second. There's one. And he's out at first. Double play. That was really close. Ray's going to have a little word with their review team. See if that's... Oh, that is close. I don't know. Oh, I think they have a case. I don't know if they're going to challenge. I think they are. Yep. I think he's going to be on. So I think he's going to be... I think there's going to be a runner at first. What are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. It's just, well, I mean, again, you know, it's baseball. You're not gonna win every day. The Reds, of course, have had a great start to the year. I mean, that's just how it goes. And the Rays, again, they're not a bad team at all. The Rays are a solid team. So, you know, sweeping them in Tampa Bay would be pretty tough to do. Even if they don't really have much of a crowd. Again, it's still just... Teams just do better at home. But yeah, I mean, you already took the series. You took the series already. That's, I think, more than enough. That's my attitude with the Pirates. You know, if you're on the road, you know, for a long trip, if you can go 500, that is really good, because not many teams can do that. Only 33% of teams last year in all of MLB had 41 wins or more on the road. It's just not happening. It just doesn't happen. So if you go over, you know, if you go 500, I mean, there's a good chance you're going to playoffs. Anyway, again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're a little bit of a delay here on Dr. Delay, just kind of a review, and I think DeLuca is going to be safe, so he's going to be at first. Double play will not happen. It's just going to be a fielder's choice there for DeLuca. Hold on. All right, he is safe at first, so there's only one out. So Tampa Bay retains their challenge, and that'll bring up Ben Williamson, who's 1 for 1, brought in the game's first run in the last inning. You're here, Doctor. Appreciate you, Michael, for tuning in. People lose money on these games. Well, yeah, I'm sure they do. That's just, yeah, I don't know if you're referring to betting or just Tampa Bay in general, you know, not really having much of a crowd, but yeah, I got you. Williamson delivers. That is upstairs, 1-0, as Williamson again facing Williamson. The Rays, Williamson won the first battle. Again, an RBI single in the second inning to get the scoring started. Williamson will set as he delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1 counts. Again, runner on first with 1 out. As Brandon Williamson has had a rough time today for the Reds. Again, already 4 earned and 2 1/3. Williamson delivers. That's going to be sent back, and that is a foul ball, and it's 1-2. Ben Williamson's batting average climbing to 254 now in the season. Count is 1-2. Williamson looks back and delivers. That's a ground ball to short. Ellie, there's 1 and 2. A double play. So that one for sure will stand. As we head to the top of the 4th, the Rays get another run thanks to Junior Camanero's 6th homer of the season. 4-0 Tampa Bay. Sean, how's it going? Welcome on in. How's every little thing? Specifically, everything's okay. You know, including all that stuff. I guess it's okay. But yeah, I mean, streaming's going good. You know, building the channel slowly but surely. We're getting there. We are getting there. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoy it. Marlins leading the Cardinals 4-0 in the top of the 7th. The Astros leading the Indians 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. And that is all for now. That is all she wrote. We will have another game starting soon. And then we'll probably have Blue Jays Angels starting as well. And then I think that'll probably be it. No other games will be featured. No other games will be mentioned on this broadcast. The hitter ain't got no bat. I don't know about all that. Might not be able to be in chat for the Penguins game tonight. I'll be in Detroit. Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Michael. Hey, don't worry about that. Again, I'm just entertainment. You can always turn it off at any time. It's no biggie. I do appreciate it, though. Appreciate you guys being here. How's it going, Caden? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I am ready for the draft tomorrow. That's really all that's on my mind. Really. And I'm kind of curious to see how the Penguins will do tonight, but we'll see. Always enjoy. Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate it. You need Nick Martinez, 2 more strikeouts, and Ellie De La Cruz, 1 more hit. Or 1 hit, just 1 hit. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Martinez done a... Well, actually, there's 1 strikeout, so I don't know. 12 strikeouts and 20 innings pitched this year. Not really a strikeout guy. We're back in action. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. This is Matt McClain at the plate. He's 0 for 1 in this one. As Martinez is rocking and delivers. That's going to be hit. And oh, it's past Caminero. Made an effort, but just was off his glove. As that's going to be a leadoff single for Matt McClain. The graphic was missing the bat. Yeah, sometimes that just does whatever it wants. How do you feel about the Flyers beating the Penguins? Obviously not thrilled about it, but again, I'm not really a diehard hockey fan at all. I'm extremely casual when it comes to that. But I'm definitely enjoying it, though. I think I'm surprised. Hockey should be more popular than it is. I think people just, I don't know, for whatever reason, they don't give it a shot. But it is very fun. The pitch. That is in there for a called strike. This is Ellie De La Cruz. Got on via a fielder's choice in the 1st inning. Who will the Jets pick? They have 4 of the first. They will probably go, I think they're going to get one of the linebackers. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back, and it's, oh, maybe it's in play. Sliding Caminero couldn't quite get there. As it's just going to be a foul ball, albeit one of the more exciting foul balls. 0-2 to Ellie De La Cruz. It's not over till it's over. I completely agree, Johnny. Appreciate you for tuning in. But yeah, I would definitely want to see the Penguins win tonight. And the Pirates. Pirates lost game 1 against the Rangers. 0-2 count. Martinez sets. And delivers. Called strike 3. He struck him out. So Martinez gets a strikeout on Ellie. So I believe you need 1 more strikeout, albeit you would have rather seen Ellie get a hit there. And that'll bring up Sal Stewart, who did strike out in his first appearance. Have a good day. Appreciate you, Kate, and you as well. Good luck at work. The pitch. That is in there for a called strike, 0-1. 0-1 count to Sal Stewart. Again, a tremendous start to the year. OPS north of 1,000. 8 homers, 24 RBIs. Martinez delivers, and that's going to be sent to right. On the run at the wall, making the catch, colliding against the wall. Valade throws it in. The runner, McLean, will have to go back to first. What a play by Valade, as that is a loud out number 2. It's nice defense today with the outfield of the Rays have done a good job. Martinez really pumped up about it. So that'll bring up Eugenio Suarez 0 for 1 in today's ballgame. Martinez delivers. That is down low in the dirt. And it's 1-0. A lot of water consumed on the channel. A lot of water. The 1-0. That's going to be jammed. On the run is a second baseman who makes the catch for out number 3. All right, so a leadoff single there for the Reds, but nothing doing after that as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Rays leading 4-0. Let's see if they got on the inside of the bat, just a little flare to shallow right second baseman there. Again, that serves as pretty much the replay. I really do enjoy that. That's really cool. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free to do so. We're almost at 50 likes. I do appreciate it. You'll be back doing some shopping. Yeah, no problem, Brian. Appreciate it. Appreciate you for tuning in. But yeah, make sure to like. Make sure to sub it up. It is free. Again, I'll be doing some more of the Reds soon. I mean, the Reds come to Pittsburgh very soon, so I'll be, of course, covering that series in its entirety. And then, of course, again, for the Rays, and again, even for Reds fans that aren't sold, again, I do football as well. NFL is really the backbone of the channel. That is where the channel's at its best. That's where I get, all the views. That's where I get most of my subscribers from, is the NFL. As, again, last year was very successful in my debut on YouTube. So make sure, again, to sub it up. It is free. We cover everybody. So, again, the Buccaneers will be featured for sure. I'm sure they'll be featured a lot. And same thing with the Bengals. I'm sure they will as well. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. Crank up the offense like yesterday. Yeah, maybe the Reds used all their runs. That's how baseball is, Any given day, anything could happen. Yeah, we're closing in on 50 likes, so I do appreciate that very much. At 48, thank you. Thank you very much. Again, I know there's other competition out there, so I appreciate you guys letting the smaller channel call in a game for you. That's really cool. It's really cool of you guys. We have a signing to announce. All right, Rob, a Dr. DeLay reporter out in the field. He's got a signing here. So what you got, Rob? As that's a bunt foul. Simpson at the plate. Chandler Simpson sacrifice fly in the 2nd inning. Going to the Pirates game in June. Nice. So 0-1 count here to Simpson as Williamson kicks and fires. That's a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. A leadoff single for Chandler Simpson. The Padres have signed Lucas Giolito. Wow, okay. Interesting. That's interesting because they're already pretty good. I didn't even know they would really need anybody, but I guess they feel they need more. Well, that's pretty impressive. That'll work. I'd like to see the Padres, or anyone really, win the NLS except for the Dodgers personally. As here's the pitch. That's going to be cranked to left, but that is a foul ball. As this is Nick Fortes, who walked in his first appearance. Chandler Simpson, 2nd in the AL now with hits. He's got 31. Jordan Alvarez at 32. 0-1 count. Williamson delivers. That's a ground ball to short. Possible double play. Ellie, there's 1 and 2. A double play. So So just like that, 2 away here on Dr. Delay, and that'll bring up Taylor Walls, who got on via a fielder's choice. Lucas Giolito. He's been around for a while now, starting pitcher. Williamson sets, kicks, and fires. That is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Breaking ball on the top end of the strike zone. As Williamson moving fast now. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fooled him with the changeup. Oh, 2 count. Williamson readies, kicks, and fires. That is upstairs, way upstairs, as it's 1-2. One and 2 counts. Williamson delivers. That's going to be sent to left center. On the run is Friedel. Making the catch on the run is TJ Friedel for out number 3. All right, so that'll take us to the top of the 5th. Your score, Rays 4, Reds nothing. Used to be at the White Sox. Yeah, he's been around. He's been in a few teams. Been on a few teams for sure. Marlins 4, Cardinals nothing in the top of the 8th. The Astros leading 2-0 over the Indians in the top of the 4th. Orioles, Royals getting started there in Kansas City. 0-0 in that one. Used to be with the White Sox. Yeah, we got time here. Let me go ahead and I can actually look up where he's been. It's been a while. I don't recall. I don't really recall where he's played. I know he's been around. Washington, Chicago White Sox, the Angels. Then he played with Cleveland, and then last year with Boston. 3.41 ERA last year. Okay, there you go. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub. Thank you guys again. We crossed over 50 likes. I really do appreciate it. If we can get to 100, that'd be awesome. That would be pretty awesome, but, you know, I'll take the 50. I really do appreciate it. Is it any good? I mean, last year, again, a 3.41 ERA. That's pretty good. I mean, I think so anyway. What do you guys think? I would say so. Been pretty good for a while. I think he just makes the Padres a little bit better. Pardon me. Kind of a fast-moving game. Already an hour in. We're already in the 5th inning. All right, 2 up for the Reds. Nathaniel Lau, Spencer Steer, and Will Benson. They are combined 0 for 3 in this game. Nathaniel Lau again flew out in his first appearance. As Martinez sets, kicks, and delivers. That is just upstairs. 1-0 to Nathaniel Lau. Let's go Rays. How did the Reds lose to the Pirates? They seem to be beating everybody else. Honestly, the Reds have been really good. As Martinez fires, that is going to be upstairs, but it's called a strike. And it's 1-1. I mean, honestly, ever since the Pirates series, these guys have just been so good. It'll be an interesting series when we play them again, and that's going to, of course, happen at the beginning of my... That pitch is in there, but it's not called a strike. The Rays are going to challenge, and I think they're going to win. So from 2-1 to 1-2 is what it's going to have. Yep, there it is, just catching a little bit of the zone. And it's 1-2 to Nathaniel Lau. On your lunch break. Nice. Very nice. 1-2 count. As here is the pitch. That's going to be cranked to left. That is a foul ball. Here in D.C. this week, I forgot what real traffic was like. Oh, man, I do not want to imagine. Don't want to imagine that. 1-2 count. Martinez delivers. That's a Tapper foul. The District of Confusion, yeah. Very confusing in many ways. Once again, a 1-2. 1-2 count as Martinez again just rocking, just going back and forth, and then he delivers. That's a ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. Maybe an opportunity for the Reds, who have again struggled mightily, at least through the first 4 innings. Martinez has done very, very well. But that'll bring up Spencer Steer 0 for 1 in today's ballgame. District of Criminals, yeah. Yep, it is just, yeah. Yep. All right, Martinez again rocking and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 count to Spencer Steer. Again, runner on first, nobody outs in the top of the 5th. 4-0 your ball game here in Tampa Bay as Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. That is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Now Daniel needs one more strikeout from Martinez, and he will hit that side of the bat. Still needs Ellie to get a hit. 1-1 count. Martinez delivers. That's going to be sent, and that's going to get through for a base. It's still skipping into the outfield. DeLuca's there. The runner, Lau's going to stop at third as Steer is in there with the double. And just like that, the Reds are in business as they have multiple runners, 2 runners in scoring position. And that will bring up Will Benson 0 for 1 in today's ball game. Heard that Lennon and Stalin like the team from Cincinnati. This guy. Unbelievable stuff. Looks like Fortes and Martinez gonna have a little chat. These guys. Mal likes the Reds too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why? Anyway, it looks like we're concluding that mound visits. By the way, Martinez has been pretty efficient up to this point. 49 pitches so far. Martinez looks over, and he sets. Kicks and fires. That's going to be down low, 1-0 to Will Benson. Benson again, 182 batting average on the season. An opportunity here to improve that batting average and help the Reds' chances of coming back. The pitch, that is inside, 2-0. Reds offense, last in the MLB in batting average, 21st in runs. Unbelievable. These guys just win. The 2-0. That is in there for a called strike, 2-1. I didn't realize the Reds were last in batting average. But when you look at it, I mean, they have Sal Stewart batting 299, Ellie batting 276, no one else batting above 260. The 2-1, that's in the dirt. And it's going to be 3-1 here to Will Benson. You got multiple starters today batting below 200. And yet, what is their record? 16-8. All that matters is the final score. 3-1 count. Martinez rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. That is inside, ball 4. And the bases are now loaded. And that will bring up P.J. Higgins, 0 for 1 in today's ballgame. But again, you know, it doesn't seem to matter. The last few batters were 0 for 1. They're on base. The Reds have a batting average of 201. That is last in all of MLB. That is pretty crazy stuff. MLB average? That I would not know. If I had to guess, probably like 240, 250, probably 245. That's been the average the last few years. I can probably check for you in a moment. Checking on something real quick. Let's see here. All right, let me go ahead and check it out real quick. Reds. No, it's MLB League batting average 2026. If I can find it, that'd be fantastic. All right, we're back in action here. Higgins 0 for 1 in this one again. Bases loaded, nobody out. I want it by the team. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Looks like he's going to challenge. I think he's going to lose this. All right, MLB website is useless. Yeah, it's in there. It catches the zone. All right, batting average this year, 239. Wow. So hitting is down. But the runs per game are up. Imagine that. The 0-1. That is going to be in the dirt, and it's 101. OPS is down. On base percentage is up. So people are getting on base more than last year, but slugging is down. Batting average is down. It's interesting. So they're taking more walks. 1-1 count. Martinez sets and delivers. That's going to be sent to right. Backing up is Valade, making the catch, but that's going to be deep enough to score. Wow, who does? And the Reds are on the scoreboard, 4-1. So now runners on the corners with just one away. TJ Friedel at the plate, 1 for 2 in today's ballgame. Do we care how they get on base? No, we do not. That is true. That is true. %. We do not. Not in today's world. TJ Friedel at the plate. Martinez sets. Kicks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. And it's 0-1. Keep seeing the catcher in the batter's position, the batter in the catcher's position. Well, yep, that's how it goes. They try their best. MLB's trying. 0-1 count. Martinez kicks and delivers. That is outside, and it's 1-1. One count. Nick Martinez, opponent batting average through the lineup 353 if they face him a third time. Man. The 1-1. That's a ground ball foul. And it's 1-2. So you see him a third time. They're going to have a lot of success. Count is 1-2. Again, runners on the corners with just one away here in the top of the fifth. Rays leading 4-1 as Martinez will set. And fires. That's a chopper to first. Throw to the plate, and he is out. Oh, what a play by Aranda. Nice throw to Fortes. And it keeps it 4-1. Not really good contact by Friedel, but Aranda just charging in. Making a nice play, throwing away again towards the third base line. That's ideal there, and it's tagged out right there in the dome. And now there's 2 outs, and that will bring up Matt McClain, 1 for 2 in today's ball game. On the ground, which is even bizarre. Yep. Does anybody else see that? I'm sure they do. Here's the pitch. That's going to be sent to right. On the run of Valade, making the catch for outs number 3. So bases loaded for the Reds. They can only get 1. Looks like they're trying to pull a Pirates here. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, Rays 4, Reds 1. One more K&L hits or an RBI. Gotcha. Yeah, I figured as much. I don't know if Martinez, I mean, they'll probably bring him out for the 6th. He only has 2 strikeouts. That means they're making contact. I don't know if he's going to get it. Ellie, I mean, that's, yeah, you can flip the coin there. I think he probably gets it. We'll see though. It's looking a little iffy there, Daniel. Looking a little iffy. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. It is free. I really do appreciate it. We're at 56 likes. Trying to get to 75. Would be pretty cool to get that happen. Get that to happen, pardon me. I don't know. Every time I'm on here, I guess thinking of phrases and I just skip words. Unbelievable stuff. But anywho, again, I'll be calling some hockey tonight. Tomorrow got some baseball. Again, we'll do Brewers and the Tigers tomorrow. I think it's around the same time. And then the NFL draft. Really excited about that. Hopefully, again, if you're a football fan, I got you covered. Should be really fun. Again, that's the bread and butter of the channel. That's where we do our best. NFL. That's what I love the most. I love football. Football. Well, again, the NFL and the Steelers. The EFL is not football. So that is my answer to that. But anywho, again, if you do enjoy the broadcast, make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub. It is free. You can see so right there on the top of your screen. Again, I do bounce around. Of course, again, I'll probably be seeing a lot of the Reds this year, of course, with the Pirates. And the Rays, again, not really going to lie to you. We don't really cover much of the Rays here. This is the fourth game, though, that I've covered the Rays. So there is that. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs. Ball one. We're back underway. As this is Yandy Diaz at an RBI single in his last appearance, 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch. That is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Giants broadcast, not too sure. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm trying to stay away, to be honest with you, from doing the late night games, as that's going to be down low 2-1. So it really just depends on when they play on Wednesday or Thursday. But of course, if the Pirates play on the West Coast, then I'm forced to. But yeah, I'd have to look at the schedule really and see what is happening. As that's going to be inside ball 3. I think the Giants beat the Dodgers last night. So they did the United States, they did America a favor there. But yeah, I don't know, Sean. I'm sorry. I'll try to get him in. As that's a ground ball, and that's going to be to second. And Williams does not cover the bag. Diaz is going to go ahead and stay at first. Luckily, and Diaz just falls down. What in the world's going on? But luckily, again, the catcher Higgins was covering the bag. First baseman had to leave to try to make a play on it. Williamson just he hesitated. And that hesitation cost him an out. All right, well, that was kind of wacky. Regardless, Jonathan Aranda coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. How's it going, Cameron? Welcome on in. Just a lot of craziness happened there, and it is what it is, I suppose. Diaz is fine. So again, Aranda at the plate, batting .224 on the year. Williamson looks over and delivers. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I'd have to look at the schedule and all that stuff for the Giants. Just really depends. But I will try. Again, I definitely keep them in mind for sure. 0-1 count as he delivers. That is outside 1-1. Runner on first, nobody out. Rays leading 4-1. Williamson sets. And delivers. That is going to be outside 2-1. Williamson once again sets, looks over at first, and delivers. That is in there for a called strike. And it's 2-2. Welcome in, Russell. Appreciate you, man. Just getting some Rays and Reds here before the Penguins game tonight. See how that goes. 2-2 count. Williamson looks over and delivers. That is outside 3-2. Cameron pulling for the Flyers tonight. Yeah, I'm good, actually. We don't need the Flyers to win. They've already won plenty. We spotted them two games. We're good. That's plenty. It'd be nice to see the Penguins win, as that's going to be inside ball 4. So he loses Aranda. So Williamson again. Honestly, not a great start for Williamson. Kind of settled down a little bit, but this is not how you want to start the 5th inning. And that's going to bring up Junior Caminero, 1 for 2. Of course, his lone hit was a solo shot home run, his 6th homer of the season. And again, nobody out with runners on first and second. Nice shirt, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to decide. I don't know what shirt to wear today. I have just some polos. I like polos. I'm a polo guy. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be fouled off the umpire. He seems to be fine, giving everyone a thumbs up. Big smile. Probably concussion now. Oh man, now he's rubbing his face. He probably did feel it. Jeez. 0-1 count to Caminero. Again, runners on first and second. Nobody out the pitch. That is high and in. Almost plunks him. And it's 1-1. Again, Williamson just a little bit wild. A little bit wild here today. But that's really been his thing. He's just walked a lot of people. 1-1 count to the pitch. That is going to be down low. 2-1 on the changeup. 82 on the changeup, pardon me. Looks like the Reds are indeed getting Connor Phillips ready. And here's the 2-1. That is upstairs, 3-1. San Francisco Philly. Yeah, again, the Phillies. I try not to step on JJ's toes. He's of course the play-by-play guy for the Phillies. But we'll see. I've noticed again he's doing a lot of Pirates lately, so I'm kind of like keeping an eye on that. I'm like, what is he doing? So we'll see. But 3-2 count now, as that's fouled off, and that's actually a broken bat, so he's going to have to get another. Keep us posted on the Pirates. Yes. Now we'll be looking again. Obviously, I can't watch the game or anything like that, but we'll try to, of course, let everybody know in the chat how that's going. I think the Pirates game though starts like an hour and a half later, so really it's going to be like the 3rd period before the Pirates game starts. Count is 3-2. 3-2 to Caminero. The pitch, and that's going to be popped up. Ellie making his way to the outfield, makes the catch for out number 1. Long strides, he's just so fast. Cover that ground for out number 1. That'll bring up Ryan Valade, 1-1 with the walk. But yeah, I'd have to just again look at it and see what else is happening. A little bit of a delay here all of a sudden. I guess we're back in action as Williams sets and delivers. That's going to be sent to right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Charging in is Benson. Rounding third, heading for home is Diaz. Over to the plate is not in time. And the Rays extend their lead 5-1 thanks to Ryan Valade with an RBI single. Yeah, no, we had a good turnout. I mean, with a lot of competition. Pirates at San Francisco, 5-8. Yeah, I mean, again, a Pirates game I'll probably be doing. You can't do that one. I'll be doing that one. I usually try. I think last year took her out to dinner, I believe. Make it happen, don't worry. My family is well aware of what I'm trying to build, so they're definitely in support of the channel. So we got a pitching change here, I believe. Williamson is going to be making his exit. Again, 5-1 your score here in the bottom of the 5th. And again, we should see Phillips in for the Reds. Again, yeah, I have to look at the Giants, see what they're doing. But yeah, I don't know. I just found myself, kind of going to bed a little bit earlier now. I just get tired. I just genuinely get tired now late at night. I guess that's just what happens, I suppose, when you get older. Last year, I feel like I had a lot of energy. Though I do recall some of those late night games would be, especially if it was, 0-0 in the 8th. I'm like, okay, or 1-0. it definitely didn't help, but we'll see what we'll see what I can do. But again, for the Pirates, for sure, I mean, definitely get it. Of course, I do want to try to get some Giants that are non-Pirates games, because I do know that there's no English coverage of the Giants on YouTube. Plenty of Spanish. Plenty of Spanish for the Dodgers, Padres, Giants, and of course the Yankees, Mets. They have a lot of Spanish coverage there. I think that, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look at who else does it. But I know for those 5 markets for sure, I've seen those channels. They have a lot of people. So, anywho, again, we're back in action here. Phillips is on the mound facing DeLuca. He's 0 for 1 with the walk, the pitch. That's a ground ball right to short. There's 1 and 2. A double play, 1 pitch. 2 outs. The Rays do tack on a run, though, as they lead 5-1 over the Rays as we head to the top of the 6th. All right, let's see what we got across MLB. The Marlins leading the Cardinals 4-1 in the top of the 9th there. Hopefully, Marlins can knock off the Cardinals. Man, again, everyone in the NL Central is just winning. Unbelievable. Astros leading the Indians 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th, and the Orioles leading the Royals 2-1 in the bottom of the 2nd. San Francisco, Arizona, Wednesday. Like I said, it just depends, Sean. I'm sorry. I just have to look at what else is happening. Like when the Pirates play. I mean, again, I don't know what I'm doing that day as well. But I don't think I've missed a day in a while. It's been actually been a little bit. I think I've streamed every day for a few weeks now. Yeah, I think I've streamed every day for a good bit. Let me actually, I'm kind of curious now. When's the last time I missed a live stream? Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub the channel. It is free. I actually go ahead and, well, no, I cannot do that. Looks like that's not cooperating, so I have to go back. But yeah, again, I'll try, I promise. Definitely will do my best to do so. And we're at 60 likes. I do appreciate it. Trying to get to 75 would be pretty cool to get there. Ultimate goal is 100, but hey, we're going by quarters here, so try and get to 25. All right, Martinez on the mound yet again, facing Ellie De La Cruz here in the top of the 6th as Martinez delivers. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. So 1-0 to Ellie. Back Doc. Well, I was right about the 5, but wrong team. Yes, Rays are looking pretty good. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. So 1-1 to Ellie De La Cruz. And no problem, Sean. Again, I will do my best. I promise. And again, I keep all that in mind. I keep, just trying to get to everybody, with the extra coverage. I try. 1-1 count. Martinez delivers. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Fulton with a very slow changeup, 79. This changeup has been in the 80s, 82, 83 today. So 1-2 counts. Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. Called strike 3 right down the middle. He struck him out. Straley again a great performance yesterday, but back-to-back strikeouts. That is just right there, right down. I don't know what Ellie's looking at, but regardless, that'll bring up Sal Stewart 0 for 2 in today's ballgame. Martinez is rocking. He sets and delivers. That's going to be a foul ball off his foot. And it's 0-1. Martinez at 67 pitches. So, I mean, he keeps on with this efficiency. I mean, he can go well into this ballgame. Here's the 0-1. That's a broken bat, and it's going to stay in playable territory to left. And that's going to be a single. Unbelievable. Broken bat single. Jeez, I can't believe he sent that over the shortstop's head over there with a broken bat. Jammed him, too. I mean, unbelievable. That'll bring up Eugenio Suarez 0 for 2 in today's ballgame. Man. The pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1, 91 on the sinker. Martinez sets and delivers. That is in the dirt, and it's 1-1 to Eugenio Suarez. Jeez, 1-1 count. Martinez pickoff attempt, but Stewart is back safe and sound. Do the Reds have to go to the pen? Yes, they actually just did. They actually just did at the bottom of the fifth. Here's the 1-1 that is in there for a called strike. 78 now on the changeup. Eugenio's 1 for 11 in the series. He has struggled down here in Tampa Bay. Martinez sets and fires. That is in there for a called strike 3. He struck him out. So that is now 4 strikeouts. So he doubled his strikeout total just in this inning. As that'll bring up Nathaniel Lau, 1 for 2 in this one. Do you think they will score again? If you're talking about the Reds, yeah, probably. As far as how many, I don't know. Martinez looks pretty good as Lau sends this to center. Under it, though, is DeLuca, who makes the catch for out number 3. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Rays 5, Reds 1. Yeah, appreciate you, Motivational Brain Food. What a name for tuning in to this one. But yeah, your guess is as good as mine. But I imagine they will. Just depends again. I don't know if they get rid of Martinez. If they can somehow get get Martinez out of the game, I would say they have a good shot. Give me a sec. I need to check out this guy. But again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like and of course sub to the channel. It is free. Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing. That makes sense. Okay. But yeah, again, appreciate you tuning in. Again, if you guys do like the play-by-play, make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free. We call a lot of baseball on the channel. It's more of a football channel, but, you know, of course, during the off-season, we got to keep busy. Reds losing, and it's not even my birthday. Fraudulent 16-8. Andre, come on. This guy. The Reds, all they know how to do is win. They are just... They just keep winning. Phillips again out there for the bottom of the 6th. Only had 1 pitch in the bottom of the 5th, and he got 2 outs. Good to see you, though, Andre. Cincinnati bullpen, 2.54 ERA. That is the best in all of baseball by a decent margin. Next is Texas with a 2.81. So again, Cincinnati, all they do is win. Of course, maybe not today, as that's going to be inside ball 1. We're back underway. Ben Williamson, 1 for 2 in today's ball game, has an RBI as well. 1-0 counts. Phillips delivers. That is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Williamson sets yet again. Kicks and delivers. That's going to be in there for a call strike. I don't know why I said Williamson. I got used to saying Williamson. It's Phillips. I do apologize. Unbelievable stuff here. Terrible. Terrible, my doc. This guy. Phillips sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll bring up Chandler Simpson, 1 for 1 in today's ballgame. Had a sacrifice fly as well in his first appearance. Tropicana not really packed. Of course, usually Wednesday, Thursday, early afternoon games don't do as well, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Delay, good sir. Can we get a Spencer Steer home run? Appreciate you positive for tuning in. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to promise that, as it's quickly 0-2 as that one's fouled off. Steer had a double. It's 1 for 2 with a double. Yeah. Seeing the ball well. Maybe. It's happening. It could happen. I don't know if it is happening, but it could happen. 0-2 count as Simpson's going to step out real quick. Oh, 0-2 count. Simpson steps back in as he delivers. That is way outside. 1-2, 96 on the fastball. Appreciate you positive for tuning back in, man. Appreciate it. Once again, 1-2. Phillips delivers. That is inside in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Breaking ball almost again hit him. Hate the Steelers. What in the world is the Steelers? This guy. And the Pirates with a passion but respect for what you got going on here. That's going to be ripped down the right field line, but that is a foul ball. We'll do it again. Love baseball, can't listen to local radio at work, so I discovered this. Awesome stuff. Appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for letting me call the game for you, letting the small channel call the game. It's a shame, though, you don't like the Steelers. That's just, again, that's a lot of winning there. Here's the 2-2, as that's going to be hit to left. That is a foul ball. Yeah, of course, the Steelers haven't really won much in recent memory, but, I get it. Some people just don't like winning. They hate winning. Baseball's your favorite, but Joe Buck ruined it. The most boring thing you can say is, there it goes. You haven't really listened to much of Joe Buck when he calls a baseball game. The 2-2. That's going to be sent to left. On the run is Steer, who makes the catch for outs number 2. Who day, we day. Like I said, again, I appreciate you, Kevin. Probably your first time here, most likely, I'm assuming, based on your statement. Again, I thank you for tuning in. I just never understood why the Bengals go-to chant, Who Day, can easily be answered with We Day. Like you say Who Day, we say We Day, and then it ends it. It's like, okay, well, we're We Day. We Day. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike as Nick Fortes is at the plate. He is 0 for 1 with the walk. I have cousins that are Bengals fans, so I totally, again, I'm used to all the back and forth, as that's going to be in the dirt. 1-1. Yeah, we'll see what the Bengals. Well, actually, no, they traded. That's right, they traded their first-round pick. Oh man, yeah. We'll see if that really moves the needle. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be sent to left. Left center. On the run is Friedel, making a sliding catch. What a catch by T.J. Friedel, robbing Fortes of at least a double. Man, what a catch by Friedel. And that'll take us to the top of the 7th. Rays leading 5-1 over Cincinnati. Jose, good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Steer get up twice or no? No with the order. Yeah, he's 1 for 2 in today's ball game. Here now go. Appreciate you, Brian, for tuning in. Appreciate the shout out. We'll be tuning in more often, especially Reds day games, you call them. Yeah, we'll see. Again, not really. I don't really do much of the Reds, but of course, they are in the Pirates division. So I'll definitely see the Reds every now and then. This is actually not including the Pirates series, my third time calling the Reds. I called 2 games against the Marlins, and then of course the 3 games against the Pirates, and then today. Of course, again, I also do a lot of football, so there's that too. So I'm sure I'll see plenty of the Bengals and the Bungles, I should say, in a few months. Astros leading the Indians 2-0. The Orioles leading the Royals 2-1 in the bottom of the third, and the Marlins did defeat the Cardinals 4-1. Cardinals fall to 14-10. The Marlins 12-13. We'll get up 2 more times. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see you again. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free. There's no hidden fees. There's no shipping and handling. Nothing like that. Straight up free as can be. Again, you're just going to get more play-by-play on the channel. Tonight, of course, I'll be calling the hockey game featuring the Penguins and the Flyers. Hopefully the Penguins can get something going because they look pretty bad, legit bad. And of course tomorrow we have the Brewers and the Tigers early in the day. Then we got the NFL draft, and of course this Friday, Pirates Brewers, Pirates Brewers, Pirates Brewers. Maybe doing another game in there as well. We'll see. We're back in action as Steer sends this to left, and that is caught at the wall for out number 1. Late to return action here in Tampa. Oh man, of course Positive needs a Steer homer. Missed it by about 5 or 6 feet. Allowed out number 1, and that'll bring up Will Benson, who's 0 for 1 with the walk. Jose saying go fish. Yep. Well, trying to get back to 500. I don't know if they do. We'll see, as that's going to be inside ball 1. 1-0 to Benson. Vinny Pack on fire. Just need Ellie for a hit and Aranda for a hit, and I win both parlays. Good luck. Good luck, Daniel. As Martinez delivers. That is in there for a call strike. Yes, Nick Martinez is still out there. Again, at 76 pitches. He's done very well in today's ball game. Again, had a scare there, I believe, in the 4th or 5th. As here's the pitch that is inside 2-1. 2-1 to Benson. You gamble. Yeah, I can probably tell. I can tell Positive. Mendoza as the first pick is a no-brainer. Yeah, for sure. For sure. 2-1 count. The pitch. That's going to be sent to shallow left on the run. Booking it is Simpson. Sliding catch. Simpson. Back-to-back nice plays. Very nice plays in left. Making a catch up against the wall. Leaping at the wall. And then a sliding catch coming in. So this guy all over it in left. That'll bring up P.J. Higgins. 0 for 1, but has a sacrifice fly. Draft mocks? Are you talking about? Oh, I haven't filled out a mock. That's going to be in there for a call. So I probably need to. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Might do that before the stream tomorrow. I don't know. 0-1 count to Higgins as Martinez delivers. That's in the dirt. Checked his swing. Did not go. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 to Higgins. That is in there for a called strike. 1-2 at the knees. Martinez, by the way, 81 pitches. I mean, he'll probably be out there for the 8th. Martinez fires. That's going to be in the dirt. Couldn't get him to chase, and it's 2-2. You think Mendoza will start right away? No, I do not. I think they're going to go with Cousins. And will he be good? Depends on how much, how they protect him. So I don't think the Raiders' offensive line is good. I know they signed Lindenbaum, but they need more. Here's the 2-2 way upstairs as it's 3-2. To be honest, Jose, I'm not really high on many of the college quarterbacks that come out nowadays. As here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Martinez just having a great game against his former team, but of course getting helped out by the outfield. The Rays outfield today has made tremendous plays out in center, right, and in left. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Rays 5, Reds 1. And I appreciate you, Brian. I really do. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I appreciate the support the Reds fans have shown on the channel. That is very kind of you guys. So, again, like that is noted. So if there's a close game, again, you know, if it's featuring a team with that, you know, has a fan base that has been good at the channel, I will, of course, go with that game. That is how it goes. So I think the other options today during this time slot we had earlier, an hour ago, was Cardinals, Marlins. Haven't really done well there. Then Astros, Cleveland, I could not cover due to, you know, me living in Texas. So, and not like I wanted to anyway, to be honest. Is Nick Martinez, Pedro Martinez's sons? No, but he's pitching like him. He's looking really good today. I don't think Mendoza will be that good. He's not. He's got intangibles, but not great physical traits. Mechanics, quarterback, my amateur. Yeah, I got you, Kevin. I mean, I get the negatives for sure. Again, it's just how quarterbacks are taught nowadays. Of course, again, everyone runs the RPO in college. That is really the biggest criticism I have of these college quarterbacks. They don't really run pro-style offenses, and that is going to hurt. Of course, again, the RPO completely different in college than in the NFL, because the RPO, you get more time in college, as the lineman can go down 3 yards, I believe, in college. NFL, you get 1. So the decision making is just faster on that alone. And of course, you don't know how to read a defense, most likely coming into the NFL. So yeah, quarterback development is at an all-time low. It is really, really poor. So, like I said, I think it's wise for the Raiders to, of course, have Mendoza sit, let Cousins go out there, have Cousins, of course, show him the ropes, and of course it helps that maybe Brady might get a chance to help him out as well. So if the Raiders want Mendoza to succeed, as that pitch is going to be outside ball 1, they are better off letting Mendoza sit really the whole year. I don't think that happens, but that's what they should do. This is Taylor Walls. He's 0 for 2 in today's ball game. Phillips on the mound for his, I guess, second full inning of work, because that's going to be roped in the left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th. The Rays, it might not be done adding on to this lead. Gun's going to get brutalized. Yeah, I totally agree, to be honest. How's it going, Jacob? Welcome on in. And of course, once that happens, they're going to rush Mendoza, and I think that could be a problem. Seems like a great guy, though. I like good character. He's got a great character for sure. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. This is Yandy Diaz. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI today. Phillips looks over, sets and delivers. Checked his swing, throw to first, and he is safe. Walls, again, flirting with danger, being a little too far off the bag. Where do you think Tyreek Hill will end up? Oh man, that's a good one. I don't know. I mean, that's a great question. I'm surprised. Again, obviously he had the injury. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be sent to right. That is a foul ball, and it's 1-2 to Diaz. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I was thinking the Chiefs, but the Chiefs might not want anything to do with them. I don't know. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be foul down the right field line. Just kind of jammed him there. Man. I'd love to see the Steelers take a flyer on him. Won't surprise me if Joe Burrow's like, yeah, I'm still thinking of retirement, so, you know, get me Hill. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be sent to right center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Frito's going to throw to third. The throw is cut off by Cruz. And we got runners on the corners with still nobody out. The Rays again looking to add to this 5-1 lead. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I imagine you want to sign with a contender, but if it gets late in the process, he'll sign with pretty much anybody. The Steelers take a swipe at him. I mean, I don't think you'd go with Pittsburgh unless Rodgers is there. I mean, if they have Will Howard or Mason Rudolph starting, he's not going to go. That's going to be fouled back 0-1. Again, Jonathan Aranda at the plate, 0-for-2 with the walk. He's got the domestic violence stink on him. Yeah, exactly. And of course, you know, teams are going to kind of shy away from that. But you know, if he's going to help a team's going to sign him for sure. Here's the 0-1 that is inside, 1-1 to Aranda. If you can still play, they will clearly, I mean, look the other way. 1-1 counts. Phillips delivers. That's going to be inside. Oh, and it hits him. Aranda's not happy about it. Just got a piece of him. And just like that, space is loaded. And that'll bring up Junior Cavanero, who's 1-for-3. Of course, his only hit was a home run. It hit him on the knee. Oh, man. All right, so bases loaded, nobody out. We'll see what Phillips has here. Facing Caminero, the pitch. That is going to be down low. Ball 1. Yeah, the Rays, of course, yes, Kevin, they have struggled against Cincinnati the first 2 games. Looking to take at least one of these games. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1. Grand slams? Yeah, I don't know. Phillips have all of a sudden just kind of fallen apart. The 1-1, that's going to be fouled back. And it's 1-2 to Junior Caminero. Man. Caminero swinging for the fences there. 1-2 count. Phillips sets yet again. Kicks and delivers. That's a chopper to short. Ellie throws to first. Gets the sure outs. Again, a high chopper there. That's going to be an RBI for Caminero. As the runners will be at second and third with 1 out. So a run does cross. 6-1 now your score. And that'll bring up Ryan Valade. 2-for-2 with the walk. And also, again, a RBI. KC Conception, best Steelers pick. I mean, I could see that. I hope Lemon falls, or we trade up for Mekhi Lemon, personally. That is who I'd want in the first round. I still want another receiver. I want a mid-round flyer on Skylar Bell, personally, from UConn. He's got a lot of talent. I want 2 receivers. The Steelers need to add 2 more receivers, and then I will feel very confident with Pittsburgh going into next year. Very confident, but obviously that is yet to happen. But we'll find out, of course. You know, tomorrow at least. Hopefully they draft one. Pitching change for Cincinnati. Phillips will exit again, responsible for the runners at second and third. We'll see, of course, who they replace him with. Slotnick can run kick. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Got no one right now to run back kicks. Yeah, I mean, Gainwell left. He wasn't really returning a lot, but he was a little bit. Yeah, I'd be fine with that, personally. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys, of course. Make sure to leave a like. We're trying to get to 75 likes. We're at 65, so just 10 more likes, and then I'll stop asking. And, of course, make sure to sub. It is free as can be. It is free to do so. Again, I cover a lot of baseball. Of course, I'm a football channel. That is the bread and butter. But make sure to sub it up. It is free. Again, we do a lot of baseball as well. A lot of Pirates, but we do bounce around, again, as evidenced by today. Pittsburgh Steelers, Caleb Johnson, he's pretty good. This guy. Tony Santillan going to be the pitcher now for the Reds. Apparently it's not allowed to run this year. Is that true? They're saying 0 runs. Not seeing, I mean, I guess so. I'm assuming that's the case. Really good stuff. Where do you see Love going? I don't know. I have a take tomorrow that is going to be shattering on Love. I don't want to spoil it, because that's going to be in there for a called strike. We got a pinch hitter, no Valade anymore. This is Richie Palacios. Palacios taking his spot. Santillan sets and delivers. That's going to be skied. That's going to be a foul ball. I mean, Kansas City maybe. I mean, I don't know. The Giants could do it. It'll be interesting. Santillan's been really good this year. Apparently so. The Rays are warming up Kevin Kelly. So it looks like Martinez might be done. And that would be kind of a shame. I don't know. He's been pitching really well. Bullpen has been best in the majors. Yep, nope. I saw the ERA. Santillan sets and fires. That is going to be a tapper right up the middle. Santillan, oh, he's going to run him down. Tosses the catcher. We're going to run down. Higgins going to tag out Diaz. So Diaz running on contact. And that is going to result in an out. So now again, runners on the corners yet again. And that'll bring up DeLuca. Johnny DeLuca, who is 0 for 2 and a walk. Runners take their respective leads as Santillan sets and fires. That is outside, ball 1. That was a slurve. It's been a while since I've seen a slurve. And I thought the sweeper was the slurve, but I guess they're 2 separate pitches. I don't know. 1-0 count. Santillan sets, rocks, and fires. That is going to be down low, 2-0. So, yes, if you want to hear my Jeremiah Love take, I will be bringing that up tomorrow. It's not going to be popular, but hey, man, all I do is spit facts. 2-0 count the pitch. That's going to be a tapper. That's going to stay fair. First base is going to take it himself and step on the bag for out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th. The Rays leading 6-1 over Cincinnati. All right, again, Houston leading Cleveland 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Orioles and the Royals 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th. And, of course, game is already completed. That was the Marlins over the Cardinals 4-1 in that one. Off-topic question, but do you ever think, Dr. Lay, that Tampa Bay will change their name from Devil Rays to something else? Well, they already, I mean, they're not called the Devil Rays anymore. They're called the Rays. I would say as long as they're in Tampa Bay, they're going to stay the Rays. And I do welcome off-topic questions. That's fine. We were talking about football in the chat. I love football. You know, as long as it doesn't go too far off topic, you know, that's perfectly fine. But again, appreciate you, Samson, for tuning in, and thank you for the question. But I'd imagine, no, Tampa Bay is not going to really do a rebrand like that. I think they're more likely to move, if that's what you're asking. And of course, when they move, yeah, they'll ditch the Rays name. Jeremiah Love related to wrestler Dude Love? Yeah, definitely not. Definitely. Dude Love, this guy. The real question is, the Commanders logo changes, cash grabs. I guess I don't know. I guess I need more there positive on what you're trying to get at. I mean, if you're saying like they changed the uniforms, then I don't know. I mean, the uniforms are genuinely terrible. So I mean, going back to the Redskins look is what they should do. Again, they should go back to the Redskins to begin with. But yeah, I mean, again, you hear me say again, Indians. I have no problem saying Cleveland Indians. It's all stupid. I genuinely, Society has lost the plot. But we're not going to go there right now. All right, top of the 8th coming up. Friedel, McLean, and Dela Cruz at the plate. McLean at the plate, pardon me, as he looks at a pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. That was right down the middle. So Martinez is out there again. So again, he's had a great performance. Here's the 0-1. That is upstairs, 1-1. We'll see if he... I don't know. Again, I mean, if he's pitching so well, if he doesn't get anyone on base here, you have to imagine the 9th inning is in play. 86 pitches. 1-1 count. Martinez sets, rocks, and fires. That is in there. Ooh. Referee. The umpire didn't agree, but looks like Fortes is going to challenge. Yep, Fortes is correct. That's a strike. So 1-2 count now for TJ Friedel. Change the logo every few years for money purposes. I don't think that's the reason. Again, they changed the logo and the uniforms because the uniforms were genuinely terrible. They were bad. 1-2 counts. Martinez sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be popped up, shallow left. And Simpson makes... Well, they didn't change the logo. The logo's still there, and again, it's terrible. But the uniforms going back to the Redskins look was a massive W. And I don't think they're going to change that. I think those are the uniforms that they're going to have for the rest of eternity, really. There's no reason to change those. Need some runs. Yeah, we'll see. Here's Matt McLean as he looks at a pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Yeah, we had a good matchup for sure. Yeah, no, that was fun. I hated to lose it, but that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. So congrats on your W. Here's the 0-1. That is in there for a called strike, 0-2. Uniforms are good. Yep. Should still be the Redskins. If Hill goes to the Bengals now, that would be epic. Boyd, Hill, Jamar Chase, and... Oh, my gosh. Oh, well, I don't think Boyd's there. Boyd's not there anymore. Here's the 0-2. That is upstairs, 1-2. And I'm telling you, Joe Burrow could get all those weapons and will still complain about his defense. Unbelievable, this guy. 1-2 count the pitch. That's going to be sent to right. That is a foul ball. Oh, please, pay all my buddies. Please do it. Keep everyone. Keep all the superstars for me, please. Don't worry about the depth. Even though that's kind of what's most important. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes McLean. That'll bring up Ellie Dela Cruz. Probably the last time that he will be at the plate today. So, Daniel, good luck. Should still be the Redskins. Indians still have Chief Wahoo and Braves mascot, Chief Nakahoma. I don't even know who the Braves mascot is. Or I didn't even know they had one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Fold him with the changeup. 94 pitches, by the way, for Martinez. This may be it. We'll see. What a performance by Nick Martinez, facing again his former ball club. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be skied to center. Under it is DeLuca, and he makes the catch for outs number 3. So Ellie probably finishes 0 for 4, barring a monster top of the 9th. But we go to the bottom of the 8th. Rays 6, Reds 1. Maybe we'll be in playoffs. Maybe. Is Ellie short for a longer name? Not to my knowledge. I think it's still Ellie. I think it's just Ellie. But I could be wrong. That's what everyone calls him. That's what I have written down, so I go with that. I don't think he's ever been referenced as anything else, so I'm assuming Ellie is. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We're closing in on 75. We're at 72. 3 more likes away. That would be fantastic. Again, make sure to sub it up. It is free. Again, tonight I'll be calling some hockey, so if you're interested in that, I got the Penguins and the Flyers. Tomorrow I got the Brewers and the Tigers, and of course, round 1 of the NFL draft. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the near future. And then, of course, Friday I'm returning to my Pirates, Brewers on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Maybe have some more other games. We'll see. But again, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in to today's ball game, letting the small channel call the game for you. That's really neat. So I really thank you guys for that. Albert of the Cross. Is it Albert? Albert. Okay. Chief Nakahoma. Okay, I gotcha. Was a shirtless Indian mascot for the Bravos in the early 80s. Okay, I did not know that. Let's go Pens. Yeah, we need... Penguins need a win. I mean, you lose this one, it's over. People are already saying it's over. But I still believe that they can come back from 2-0 down for sure. But, you never know. You never know. Oh, you're joking? Okay, I genuinely have no idea. I'm at you guys' mercy when it comes to baseball. Again, I'm not an expert. I am definitely football is where that's my expertise. And even then, I don't really know the specifics on names and all that. That's going to be inside ball one. We're back underway here in Tampa Bay for the bottom of the 8th as you're listening here on Dr. Delay. Ben Williamson at the plate. 1-0 counts. The pitch. That's going to be sent to right. That is a foul ball. Williamson 1 for 3 on the day. Burke is on the mound pitching for the Reds. No physicality from the Penguin. Yeah, no, the Penguins look like they're getting bullied. Like, what in the world, man? Fight back. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be down low 2-1. They were fighting back at the end when they were down 3-0, but I didn't like that. That was just pretty stupid. That just looked so petty. That was pretty disgusting. I hated that. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be sent to right, but it's right at the right fielder, Benson, who barely has to move. Route number 1. That's going down today, but they won the series. Yep. Simpson come to the plate, 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly in today's ball game. Burke sets and fires. That's a ground ball right back to Burke. Burke will underhand it to Stewart for a quick out, number 2. That'll bring up Nick Fortes, who is 0 for 2 with the walk. Now the Reds game, no, not in the immediate future. Again, the Reds play the Pirates in the beginning of May. As far as a non-Pirates game, I do not know. Again, I just have to really... I kind of make all the decisions like Sunday nights or Monday morning for like how the week is going to go. Like I made all my thumbnails for this week. Sunday evening. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look at next week's schedule, which I'll probably do Sunday night, as that's going to be hit to right. That is a foul ball. Who was better, Carl Crawford on the Rays or Paul O'Neill on the Redlegs? I don't know who Paul O'Neill is. I liked Carl Crawford, so I want to go with Carl Crawford. I mean, I know who Paul O'Neill is, an old baseball player. I don't know how he played, though. I don't know how he played with the Reds. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be down low 1-2. And yes, O'Neill, I think he played with the Yankees. Again, you know. Just feel free to rip me down below for my lack of baseball history. Believe if the Penguins win tonight, they can win the series. Yep. 1-2 count, as that's going to be a ground ball to second. Going to be a tough play. Throws to first. And he is out. Fortes hustling down, but couldn't quite get there. So that is out number 3. We head to the top of the 9th. The Rays leading 6-1 over the Reds. Due up for the Reds is Stewart, Suarez, and Lau. Would you rather hit a sac fly or a suicide squeeze bunt that drives in a sac fly? Do you prefer to do West Coast games? Last year I did a lot. This year not as much, but we'll see. We'll see. Again, it's still early in the season. Paul O'Neill, I wouldn't know much about all that, Kevin. May 1st, I'll see you then. Appreciate you, Brian. Thank you for tuning in. You're trying. I guess so. I guess so. Like I said, football is... I was raised to be a football fan. I was raised to be a Steeler fan. Everything else is really bonus. The Pirates, yeah, I was raised to be a fan of the Cleveland Browns in baseball. It is what it is. But, you know, maybe they're decent this year. Go Rays, don't get so. Appreciate your rank for tuning in. Yeah, they probably will survive. They will probably take the final game, barring, of course, an epic ninth inning from the Reds. Kyle Morris on the Red Legs or Mark Grace on the Cubs. I remember looking up a lot of Mark Grace last year. And I'm going to go with Mark Grace. But Kevin says Hal Morris, so there you go. But again, appreciate you guys. Make sure to leave a like. And, of course, sub to the channel. It is free as can be. Again, tonight, hockey. Tomorrow, baseball and the NFL draft. Really looking forward to the NFL draft. That should be fun. Get to talk football for an entire broadcast. Looking forward to that. Alrighty, and Sal Stewart should be at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's ball game. Not too sure who the pitcher's going to be. Looks like it's going to be Kevin Kelly. Martinez again with a tremendous performance. 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run. Kelly delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike as it's 0-1. Kelly in his last 5 games, 1.35 ERA, a whip of a .6. He has done very well in recent memory. The pitch, that's going to be a chopper foul, and it's 0-2. John Franco better on the Reds or the Mets. Oh, the ladies loved him in Cincinnati. Okay, gotcha. 0-2 count to Stewart as Kelly fires. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-2. Hey, Aaron, thank you for tuning back in. Raise up. Looks like they will be moving on to 13-11 as Kelly delivers. That's going to be it's going to be a fair ball. Throws to first for out number 1. Stewart appealing that it went off his foot. We'll see if it actually did. Maybe. Okay, yeah, so it was a foul ball. So it's still 1-2 to Stewart. Stewart again winning the appeal that it was off his foot. Roberto Kelly. I would not know. Yins can do it. Yeah, Yins. Appreciate you again, Aaron. Here's the 1-2. It's way outside, and it's 2-2 to Sal Stewart. The 2-2. That's going to be a chopper to third. Cabanero throws to first, gets him by a step. And the Reds are down to their last 2 outs. 14 likes from 90. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to 75. Oh, we're at 77. Thank you, guys. That is awesome. Thank you very much. I mean, 100 would have been great, but, 75. I'll take it. Here's the pitch to Suarez. That's going to be chopped foul, and it's 0-1. Suarez again 0 for 3 in today's ball game. And, of course, again, if you do want more baseball coverage, I will be redirecting you guys to the Orioles and the Royals. I will not, of course, be on the call. So stay on, of course, to be redirected to Orioles Birdwatcher, who's got you covered for some more baseball. 0-2 count to Suarez as that's fouled back. Pirates lost, so delay deserves the likes. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. 0-2 count. Kelly sets, kicks, and fires. That's a ground ball to third. Cabanero with it. Throws to first. Nice snag over there by Aranda for outs number 2. Reds down to the last outs. You're a Steeler fan, you got a new sub. Appreciate you, Rakeem. Thank you very much. Here we go, Steelers. You know it, man. I'm ready for tomorrow. Definitely ready for tomorrow. All right, Nathaniel Lau is 1 for 3. The last hope for the Reds is that's going to be just outside. Fortet's going to challenge. I think he's going to win, to be honest. Oh, it didn't matter because they appealed down to third, and apparently they ruled a strike. So 0-1. Is Birdwatcher in the... no, he is not. He is not in the Fantasy Baseball League. Charles the draft it is. Jacob, we're ready. 0-1 count. Kelly delivers. That's a chopper foul, and the Reds are down to the last strike. Who's better, Caminero? Caminero. He's so good. The 0-2. That is upstairs, just missing by a few inches, and it's 1-2. One and two count, 2 outs, nobody on. Kelly will set. Rays fans on their feet. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. And that is your ball game. The Rays defeat the Reds in the final game of the series, 6-1. Of course, the Reds do take the series. But, of course, the Rays win the series finale as the Reds fall to 16-9. Still a very tremendous start to the year. And the Rays will improve to 13-11. And, of course, the the Pirates look to not fall to that record. They're 13-10 tonight playing the Rangers. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free. Again, if you like football, if you like baseball, we cover a lot of baseball, mostly Pirates, but we do bounce around as evidenced by today's game. And, of course, again, if you love football, that is the bread and butter of the channel. We cover the Steelers, but not just the Steelers. Everybody is covered at least once. I promise. I promise. Fantasy football, yes. And the other broadcasters, District Nation, I believe, is in the league. No one else, no. Good game. Appreciate you, Antonio. Thank you again, Ricky. I appreciate it. Jesus is Lord. Yes, sir. Thank you, Sean, for tuning in. Final score 6-1. Again, if you want some more coverage, make sure to stay tuned as I will redirect you over to Orioles and the Royals. Couldn't think of it. Catch you guys in the next one. Like and sub. It is free. See ya then.
Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, Ace still swing, angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there, under the stadium lights, whoa.